The number one live show in the world, West Coast Poplock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop up.
Woo! Let's go!
It's Tuesday. You know what that means. You're now tuned into the number one live Tuesday broadcasting show on Earth.
In the universe.
The West Coast Poplock Podcast. What's up, Johnny?
That's us. Hello.
What up, man? How you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Oh, man, I could complain, but it does me no good. Does me no good. Fuck it. You know what I have learned, though, in my golden years, now that I'm, like, way older?
Oh, yeah, you're
like,
old,
just not to, like, give a shit.
Sure.
And it helps.
Yeah.
It really does, especially when everything changes all last minute.
Yeah, you have to let go of things you can't control.
Yeah, man. Fuck, sucks.
There's someone posted a video on Reddit of like this old guy dancing, like all getting loose, getting wild, And someone posted or someone commented, "I want to be this person when I'm old." And I was like, this guy didn't wait till he was old to become that person. Yeah, he's been getting loose since he was young, and now he's just an old person getting loose. But he didn't wake up as an old guy and be like, you know what? I'm just going to start wearing wild clothes and dancing around.
Or could he?
No, that's not how it works.
He could have had like a midlife crisis where he bought himself the Corvette and then started dressing with, young hip clothes from Macy's.
He's just an old wild man that's been getting wild, getting loose since he was a young man.
I mean, obviously he's been repressed.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. There is those guys out there. What do you think, Steve?
When he, I'll do when I worked at K-Rock thing for Steve this week.
Sure.
There was this one dude, I forget his fucking name, but he was there like all the time. He was the guy who kind of like turned on the lights and kind of came back after he went to go surf. He sounded like the most gnarliest dudes, and forgive me because I don't remember his name. I met him once. Coolest fucking dude, awesomest aura, just like, oh my God, like, I want to be your instant fucking friend.
Sure.
I don't know if you ever got to meet him.
No,
it's the dude he came and he turned on like the studio, left every day, rain or shine, didn't fucking matter, to go surf and then come back and lunch and whatever the fuck.
Oh, that's good, man.
Steve would know his fucking name. Hopefully he reminds us next week.
Steve's on an investigative assignment for Telemundo.
Yeah, Steve is out on location. He's out in his hometown of his mom's pueblo. I don't know how to pronounce Spanish words. I won't even attempt because I'm just going to butcher that shit up. But Steve,
what do you mean you don't know how to pronounce Spanish words?
I can't pronounce it. Like, my enunciation's all fucked
Your
up.
pronunciation,
there we go. See, already fucking that shit up. Yeah, all of that shit, man.
Fair
all
enough.
Of it.
Don't even try.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Fuck, man. That's why I don't even try to do this. Johnny, do you understand my dilemmas here? Jesus. But yeah, Steve's out there in the motherland of
Living
Mexico.
Living it up,
man. Yeah, check this out. We actually, you guys can actually follow Super Steve under Super Steve Flores on the Instagrams. And you guys can check this stuff out. Watch.
You gotta press play.
I know.
Sweet Oompa bands.
Bringing up the rear right here. I like how Steve is not walking with them. He's just standing there.
He had no idea that was going on. They just happened to walk by.
Now they're leaving Steve behind.
He's like, I'm not going.
Zooming in.
Yeah, see you guys later. So they're walking to the church up there? Is that where they're going?
I think so. I feel like I'm there.
When I read that, when I saw the caption, They're like, they do this every night. I was like, every night? And it was like December 3rd to the 12th. I was like, oh, okay. I thought literally every night of the year these fools were out marching for the Virgin, man. I was like, that's some dedication to Guadalupe.
That's pretty hardcore, man. I mean, do you know? I mean, nowadays, I know people grew up with this, and I remember, people being more serious about this when I was way younger. Nowadays, it doesn't seem like people care that much.
I'm sure there's pockets of it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or do you think just as much as before?
I don't think just as much as before, but I think the people that they're dug in deep.
They're in.
If you're still in organized religion, like you are in.
You're a lifer.
You are
lifer.
In. Right. The edges have kind of fallen off. Because that was just like something you did. Like I remember my mom's trying to send me to church when I was a kid because it was just like, that's what you do. You send your kids to church. And it was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I mean, it was fun. I went, but
You found the silver lining?
Yeah, I mean, good.
Look at you, law-abiding citizen now.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So let's get Ramon. When would we have Ramon on?
Was that not about 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. So this is how it has. So we have Ramon on, and he's trying to tell us about a show.
Yes.
And it's like, and he brings it up, and then I get he messages me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, hit this dude up, Junior." And I was like, oh, shit, I fucking know this guy. I've known him fucking forever, Poet. And so we end up getting invited to go check out a show called the Ballroom Blitz that happened at the Knuckleheads Bar in Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard, which is apparently a relatively new bar within like the last
year, maybe.
Yeah. So super cool bar.
Awesome bar.
I'm very happy to see that there's like a punk rock bar. Like where I was like
100%
like,
punk rock, darks, Los Darks all hang out there, man.
And then, like all the people that were there was like, oh shit, this is fucking already pretty cool. And
crazy part, I know Poet from from the actual club industry when that dude used to party with Rebel Familia back about 15, 20 years.
Completely different vein of this man's life,
Bringing us together because of
relationships. And so we get to meet JB, who's one of the other dudes who runs. We meet Poet, meet the fucking dudes. And so we get like, it just kind of gets, it's like, hey, this is wild. Like it's basically we're told like, hey, just get ready. This is wild. And what it is wrestling, but with no ring. Right? They're just go. Which is wild.
Fucking insane. That's right. Wrestling with no ring. And I'm just like, wait, what?
What do you mean? Like, I didn't even understand, like, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean wrestling with no ring? What does that mean? And there's a bunch of people there. This place is not crowded, like this. And it's exactly what it sounds like. They just go, and the first match with Rob Shit and I wish I could remember the other dude's name, another heavily tattooed fellow. They wound up in the street on Santa Monica Boulevard fighting. Oh, do we have video of this?
Oh yeah, you guys can actually follow the Knucklehead Bar. They were filming everything there. You guys, let's see.
Oh, no, this is the second match. This is it. Yeah.
Like, you are in the mix. You are the ring.
Yeah.
The ring is everywhere.
And it's like just from... Oh, here we go. Take this party outside. And then we went the fuck outside.
Oh, this guy went through the back.
Oh, what a good idea, because I got caught not going in the back.
This is like some TMZ shit right here.
Because I went out through this side door right here. But they're just fighting in Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm sure I'm going to pop into frame here at some point.
Mind you, no one knows what the fuck is going on. There's regular traffic happening.
Yeah.
Cars are honking. They're trying to protect them from bumping into them. Nothing off limits. That fucking trash can probably has hepatitis, all of them.
And we were talking about how popular wrestling has been and like how many wrestling shows are running and all that. But at the end of the day, so many of them are so similar because it's fucking wrestling. You know, there's a ring and you do this, but when you take it, like it makes it completely different. And doing it, you can't ignore the crowd. You can't not work the crowd. Like you can't, because a lot of times, like it's like in stand-up, I compare it to where there's dudes that get up there and they work their bits and they're not really talking to the audience. They're just, doing their thing. Then you have the dudes that are in the mix, like that talk to the audience the whole time. In a comedy show like this, in a bar, you have to talk to the people. Like there's just no way around it. If you don't, it's going to be ridiculous. And this is the exact same thing. If you tried to just go in there and do wrestling without the crowd and being involved, it would be ridiculous. And these guys played to the crowd so well and used the crowd so well. All three matches were so different. All three matches were so different in ways that you would think they would have to be the same, Oh, Rob shit right here making it happen.
It was wild. It was a good time.
Oh, and also in between there was hardcore bands.
Yeah, there was fucking live entertainment in between the matches.
So it was like 3 matches, 3 bands, and that was like 2 hours. And what a fucking show. It was so fun.
They're giving him money because he's over here showing his ass. Oh, no, for a slap. All right. I didn't get to see that part. I was too far from it.
Either, yeah. When we came back inside, you were trying to get me to open the back door for you.
That's right. I got locked out.
You got caught outside.
It was impossible to get back in because everyone was trying to pow back in at the fucking same time and shit.
And then they went outside, like all 3 matches, I think, went into the backyard. I mean, not to the back patio. Oh, here they go right now. Into the back patio area back here. And it was... What a fucking show. Like, there's not a lot of stuff where you're like, man, I've never seen that before. And I have never seen that before.
All in good fun. No one got hurt.
There was
peaceful.
Some dimes there. Holy shit.
Punk rock dimes.
Where's their hot punk rock girls there? There was, I don't even want to talk, I don't even want to say about too much about her to give but just long dark hair and a neck tattoo. God damn, she was something else.
All right, I could keep watching this shit forever.
They burned the porno magazine.
Oh, is that what they did? They were burning porn magazines?
I think.
Wait, where the fuck you get porn magazines from nowadays?
I think you can still get them at magazine stands.
Really?
There's like 2-3 magazine places still alive.
Oh, I didn't think people jacked off still the fucking paper.
Oh, that's like analog.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's really bad segue, but I did notice that Steve did reply. He said that they do march every night. Now that we're talking about that.
No, from the 3rd to the 12th, but not like every night. Like in June 7th, they're not. Maybe they are. I don't know.
That's gnarly. Steve, are you marching with him? And how do you have Wi-Fi there?
Oh, she got suplexed onto the fire.
Oh, shit.
I was inside when this happened. I didn't see
I didn't see any of this shit.
See, man?
You should have went outside.
I would say there's even stuff. Oh. I was there, and there's even stuff to watch that I didn't see.
You got to follow the crowd, man. You just follow the action.
It was rough to try to follow. It was rough to try to stay on top of the action. You had to be you could do it, but you had to be super involved. Like where you're like, oh, here we go. Like we're running outside. Like you couldn't enjoy your drink and hope to see everything.
No.
You had to be on the move if you wanted to see everything.
Yeah. Dude, this guy, I'm telling you, he got all the fucking primo spots.
It's like a super you have to be involved. Like if you want to do it, you have to be involved. It was something else. I will be at the next one, 100%. You couldn't keep me away from that thing. Time.
Same.
And the bands are really good too, and that's not really my jam, but
yeah, man, they were out there fucking rocking out and shit.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, Steve, I hope you're out there doing what you got to do, man. Marching every day.
Carry that cross.
Yeah, man. Or sending a spot and just make sure it gets filmed.
Do what? Oh, yeah.
Do that shit. You performing anywhere for Christmas time?
You know what? Next Tuesday night, December 13th, I'll be at Flights in Hawthorne.
All right.
So I'm a hard out next week.
Okay.
Can't be dicking around like we normally do.
Like for real. You're putting on some fucking.
I gotta leave. I gotta put on my big boy pants.
All right.
But yeah, December 13th, 9:15 the show starts.
All right. You guys got to show up, drinks, flights.
Super fun. They got
Hawthorne?
good food. Yeah, on El Segundo Boulevard, right?
El Segundo Boulevard,
right by the 405, man. It's in the same parking lot of my high school. It's so weird to like do comedy because like it's like the giant strip mall and then the high school, and the Flights is on the other side of it. But we used to walk past. It's right by the sandwich shop where I used to go get sandwiches during lunch, and it's like wild to be in Hawthorne doing comedy. It really every time I do comedy there, it's like, fuck, man, this is weird. And then I want to talk about other stuff besides high school stuff, but being there, it just like makes me start thinking about it. I'm like, I gotta tell you this story from high school, but
does it hit and does it
sometimes,
resonate?
Because sometimes it's been a couple things have been the first time it's come out of my mouth. So you don't know how you have no idea how things are gonna go over the first time you say it. But there's been some hits and miss.
Okay. I mean, that's how it kind of goes. I mean, in general, you got to work the crowd. You got to know what the fuck.
You got to take swings, man.
I mean, not everyone's the same, especially when you go into a bar like that. Same thing with DJing. You come out to a bar that you show up sometimes, open to the crowd. I don't know what kind of walks of life is just kind of walking in here. You kind of know what the demographic is around the neighborhood. You kind of get an idea, how much brown versus, blacks or how many whites or whatever, or what kind of genre. Are you in a genderfied neighborhood or, are you
What's going to get these fools moving?
Yeah, exactly. So,
there was the last time I did it. I have a bit about my parents and my mom being young when she got pregnant young when she met my dad. And there's this Mexican chick who was pretty drunk. And she was like, that's just called being Mexican. She was like, you're being like, and I was like, oh, easy, lady. She was like so mad that I thought my mom was too young to have a baby. She's like, you don't know. And I was like, this girl obviously had a baby too young also.
Like, you know what? Whites can do it too,
Yeah, well, yeah.
But it's a very Mexican thing, though.
But and they just, I don't know. I'm like,
have you done that joke since then?
Yeah, I try to do it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah,
but does it hit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fuck that bitch.
Sure.
Get off.
Yeah, where I was like, oh, relax, lady. Get out of here. Leave me alone.
When you do stand-up, curiosity, do you get a lot of hecklers? Like, kind of
No,
try to be funny?
I don't.
But people do.
Like, I know it's eventually going to happen. It'll eventually happen. But for the most part, people just let me do my thing. And I don't know if that's because of what I look like or because I'm funny. You know what I mean? I have no idea what it is. But for the most part, people just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, I'm not going to walk up to a fucking dude covered in tattoos because obviously each tattoo has a story, man. So
but I've been trying to do more. There's a mic on Mondays that's a crowd work mic, and that's all it is. You're not allowed to do bits. You just have to talk to the audience and like, because that's a whole different skill. And I've been trying
improv and
and like ask them questions and make that lead into funny stuff. So I've been trying to like do more of that.
It's insane, especially with the time and age of where we're at. You can't talk about a lot of shit without people getting all like butthurt about stuff.
I see whatever you think people can't say. I see people say that shit all the time. Like it's not
affected.
You can choose to be. You know what I mean? Like you can choose to, and I get it. Like, and don't get me wrong, shit can cost you jobs, like acting jobs, but not stand-up jobs. Like there's nobody losing stand-up jobs. They might be losing acting jobs. They might be losing commercial jobs. But if you can sell tickets, people are fucking. Louis C.K. he lost his TV show. He never stopped stand-up. Like this fool's been selling tickets fucking the whole time. It's like, get out of here.
Damn, I forgot about Louis C.K.
Yeah,
and I love that dude.
He just released a special. And what he was doing before any of this shit happened was he owns all of his stuff. All of his stuff is available on his website. Like you can buy,
yeah, dude.
Smartest
dude
his
ever.
Specials. It costs like whatever, like $5, $7 or whatever to buy his special. And
that's great.
Right. And so instead of trying to have a little piece of a giant pie, he has the whole pie. It's a smaller pie, but it's all his. And you can do whatever you want to. If you expect jobs. Like, if you want job, then, that's like any other job in the whole world. Like, they're going to be like, you can't just be out talking crazy talk. But if you're doing it by yourself, if you're doing it on your own, there's no one can tell you shit.
It's kind of like Kevin Smith. That dude is doing that shit on his own, doing his own.
He's doing his own thing. I mean, and now he did a GoFundMe movie. We'll see. Have you seen? Oh, you did see it. How was it?
Clerks 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking great.
Was it? You listened to the Q&A too, huh?
Yeah. It was
How
good.
was that?
It was good. He touched on a lot of fucking stories on where things kind of came from. Very heartful moments, very sad. Fucking, I teared up. It was the end of some things,
Like,
man.
Kevin Smith is like Mike Ness to me, where he's a douchebag.
Okay.
But if I was him, I'd be a way bigger douchebag.
So he's a nice
You know what I mean? It's like Kevin Smith is so every story has to do with him, and he loves waxing poetic, and all that. But his stories are fucking interesting, and he's talking about cool stuff that happened. Like, so you can't fucking fault him too fucking much. And he did it all himself. Like, he did it all on the back of shit that he wrote and things that came out of his mind. So good for him. And you're kind of a butthole.
That whole the movie was filmed in the original spot, man.
Yeah.
They made a point to film in Jersey and to kind of wrap it all up. So, but yeah, man, it's crazy fucking stories, dude.
I make a movie about Piggies in Lawndale.
Hell yeah.
Chili cheese fries from Piggies.
Oh man, I've been there a bunch of fucking times. Right there
At Piggies?
at Rosecrans.
Dude,
I forget the cost
yeah,
street.
that was walking distance from where I grew up. We would go to Piggies all the time, man.
When you get caught up in like doing like the neighborhood bars, like do you get to run into any people that you actually know?
Not that I've never run into anybody that wasn't coming to see me on purpose. Like, I've just like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, well, I'm coming to see you. But I have seen people have come out to fucking hang out, which is nice.
And don't forget, guys, you can come out and hang out with Johnny next Tuesday.
December 13th.
Flights.
In Hawthorne on
The
El
13th.
Segundo.
Flights.
Did you have any fucking events this weekend?
Fuck, man. I went to go check out Twin Tribes at the Golden Amphitheater.
What is Twin Tribes?
It's a post-punk band, Los Darks kind of stuff.
Okay.
Fucking great. I got to interview them once on Pigs. Now they're just blowing the fuck up, man. They're good for them. They just played the El Rey on Monday. I wasn't feeling well. I was under the weather, so I didn't get to go. I bought a fucking ticket. Show sold out. I didn't go, but I will say that the show I did get to catch here in Garden Grove was magical.
Buying a ticket and not going is the worst.
It's, you know what? This has only happened 2 other times, man. I got fucked up at a Green Day show. Couldn't make it in, so I lost my Green Day tickets. And then once
Wait, you did what?
I was all fucked up. I couldn't get into the
So
show.
you're just drunk? Or
Sure.
Oh, you're sure.
Sure.
But you could not go inside the show.
Nope.
And that was it.
Yep.
What did you do? Stay in the car?
Yep. Fucked. Pissed. Over, I forget how much the tickets were, but they were like about $1 at least, $1.25.
Yeah.
And we drove to San Diego.
For Blink 182.
No, for Green Day.
Oh yeah, Green Day. Oh, well,
And on top of it, makes it even worse. I went out to that. There's a casino that has like an all you can eat like lobster buffet. I got that hit up, and then spent the rest of the night fucking barfing. So
that sounds like a good weekend, man.
yeah, man. I mean, that was the past weekends, but no, I mean, this was Twin Tribes. Got to check them out, and then right after that, went to go check out some Country Outlaws out at Trembles. June Clivis and the Diddy Boys.
At where? Trembles?
Yeah, man. So I drove
Where's
from
Trembles?
in Whittier.
Shittier Whittier where the girls are prettier?
Girls are normally shittier and wittier. But yeah, man, right after the Twin Tribes and
What's that bar called? Trembles? And
Trembles.
Do they do country stuff a lot there?
They do all kinds of shit. It's a little small bar. They do all kinds of.
So you know all the cool stuff, Mario. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, man. Come on, let's come on out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Start fucking hanging out for some rock star bars and shit. Some fucking
Yeah.
Those darks are fucking taking over, just like Christmas all over the fucking place. Already fucking second weekend, man. I haven't even thought about buying shit. I'm just looking at everyone else going crazy like, man, fuck this. I felt like the year would never end, and now the year ended way too fucking fast.
Sure.
Great. Fuck me. Like,
dude, my sisters keep having babies.
tell them to stop.
Well, like, I'm because the whole point, I don't have any kids. Why do I? And now I have to buy all these motherfuckers fucking presents. Because they love me. I mean, I love them too, but they love me. You know what I mean? Like, these
and they're at that age, if you don't get them something, they're going to be hurt.
Like, oh, he didn't give me nothing?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, mother.
I mean, how old are the kids?
like 12, 10. No, he's older than that. That's fucking. All younger than 13, but between, you know.
So are they all asking for fucking brand new iPads?
No, they don't ask me. No, they have their parents for nonsense like that.
Okay.
I'm there to get. You know what? Most of the time, I try to get the kids educational stuff.
Oh, okay. Not
like
weed.
I don't get them toys. I get them like arts and crafts stuff or like science stuff. Like I try to
stimulate that brain.
Right. I try to like, you know, on purpose.
I do the same thing with the little nephew that I have, but I also try to make sure that it's educational and loud.
Hilarious
for the parents.
Sure. Well, I lived with them for so long that's like I avoided that. You know? But now that's a good idea. I'm getting my my sister's trying to get my nephew to read more, and so he doesn't have any books. So I'm giving him. I used to buy one of my favorite books, The Real Ultimate Power. It's about ninjas. I would buy multiple copies of it so that when people would be like, "What is this?" I'd be like, take it and read it. You know. So I've given this book away more than 10 times that I've bought it and just given it to people. So I have a brand new copy of it. So I'm going to give him that for fucking Christmas for sure.
There you go.
The Real Ultimate Power by Robert Hamburger. It's a book about ninjas. They're totally sweet. And they climb up ladders backwards because their dicks are so big and hard.
Is that really why they climb up backwards?
I mean, the book, that's what it says. They climb up ladders backwards because they have boners and because they're busy flipping out and killing everybody.
Oh, fuck, man.
It's a book based,
I think I need to buy me this book for Christmas.
It's funny. It's like written in the voice of like this 12-year-old kid named Robert Hamburger who like has a bad home life and all this stuff, but he loves ninjas and they're sweet and they flip out and kill people for no reason and play guitar. It's like
fucking awesome.
It's like I remember the first time I read this book, I laughed. I mean, I don't even know if it's appropriate for how old he is. But I'm like, it's hilarious. So you go ahead and read it. The Real Ultimate Power. I recommend it to anybody who has children or even not. You just read it and then let your kids find it, and they'll learn about ninjas
and having boners.
Yeah.
By the way, we just got an update that Mia wants a Lego set, Venom Lego set.
Venom. Oh, Mia wants perfect Lego Venom. Thanks, Katie. Where is that? I can't see the chat.
Oh, sorry. Let me get the chat up. By the way, anything Lego is like a fucking testicle and a fucking kidney. That shit is so goddamn pricey.
What's up, Sam? I couldn't see any of that. I didn't see you. What's up? Where the hell is Stevie's in Mexico? 5 James. We talked about that. Mia wants a Venom Lego set, by the way. She should talk to her mom about that.
That's in the realm of parent gift giving. Because if you get her a Lego set, you're going to have to give everyone a Lego set. Times
that is, like, I don't feel any pressure. Plus Mia's at the age where she's going to start getting money. You know, because once you start getting, because I have one niece who's in her 20s now, and once you turn an adult, you don't get shit. But like a kid that's too old to like buy toy stuff and stuff for, you start getting cash, which I always appreciated as a kid. Cause I always think like who came through with the good gifts. It would be like people that just came through every once in a while with $100. Like here you go, like that's a fucking good gift. So she's at the age where she just might start getting a crisp $100 bill.
All right, there we go. Now we know Johnny gives out hundreds for Christmas.
Well, I was just thinking about this today because I used to get 100 for Christmas. Okay. But this is 40 years ago. Like $100 was so much more money than it is now.
That was like $1 billion.
You know what it's crazy. Like $100 bill still sounds like a fucking good gift, but. You can't
buy a Pokemon with that.
Yeah, 1986, it was way better. $100 is way better then.
Can't buy no crypto with that.
You can now.
Well, I mean,
you couldn't buy shit.
Percentage of a crypto.
No, I'm saying it's not a good time to buy now, but the bottom's falling out.
But they said this is the perfect time to buy now.
This is not the bottom. So I watch. The Hustler Casino does 5 nights a week. They show poker, and it's a live stream poker game that goes for about 6 hours. They play for different stakes, bro. It's pretty interesting. I watch it a lot. So there's a fellow on there by the name of Wesley. Wesley's a Chinese crypto investor he's a multi-millionaire who discovered poker because he was sad one day because he lost $20 million when crypto crashed. He lost $20 million, and he was bummed, and he was going to go on vacation. Him and his friend were going on vacation, but their flight was delayed. So they went to a casino right by this airport in the Bay Area. So they go to a casino right by the airport. He discovers poker. And starts playing, and he doesn't get, but he's rich. So like, it's to him, it's just about learning to play the game. He doesn't care, because most people there are there to extract money from the game. That's what they're there to do.
He's playing for fun
and to get better, and he wants other people to get better. Because the worst thing you could do is teach a bad player. Why would you teach a bad player? Like, you want this dude to just come back and keep giving you money, not get better. He's trying to make people better because he doesn't care about the money. He cares about the competition. He cares about the game, you know?
Right.
So with this dude is a multi-millionaire, and he gives, and it's not even giving advice, but people ask him about crypto stuff
shit,
all the time. Like, he gets in the mix, and he's like, he's out of everything. He sold all his stocks. He sold all his crypto. He has everything in cash right now. He was like, we're fucked. Like, this is, the bottom is falling out. So that's old Wesley, the multimillionaire on Hustler Casino Live. So I've learned way more about the market than I ever have about poker watching this fucking thing.
The insider fucking tips.
And it was so funny a while ago, before it like really crashed. He was saying this is a bad time, and one of the other guys was like, I hear a lot of you crypto guys saying this is a bad time. He goes, that's why I'm betting the other side. I'm buying right now. And he was like, all right. And then fucking a couple months later, woo! And that dude's never brought it up again. And I'm like, how come no one brings up him saying he was betting the other side of fucking crypto? So, but
fuck, man, $20 million
in a day. And like, he lost $20 million in a day, and he was sad. And they were like, how much did that change your life? He was like, not at all. It didn't change my life at all. I was just sad that he lost $20 million. Yeah.
Just the feeling of losing.
Right. Then it was like, you wake up, you're like, what the fuck? But he was, what did he say? He bought 100,000. Whatever. He bought early, not like $4 early, but like $100 early, and fucking made. You know, he had it was $100,000 or whatever is what he invested at the beginning. But you have to be of means to have $100,000
right
to invest. He got like, when I don't know what birthday it is, like a quinceañera, but fucking for Chinese dudes, he used all the money that he got from that
to buy into
crypto. But he comes from like a wealthy family, obviously. That's how you fucking.
So I wonder how much money he actually made profit versus like the $20 million that he fucking lost that one day.
Enough, because what he does now also is he buys things that you can sell, like cars, watches, like things that keep their value and appreciate. He's been buying those and said, like, so flipping cars, flipping Ferraris, flipping watches, like flipping all this stuff that.
It's crazy. There's a giant market that like the East Side loves getting the imports from over here. They like all the muscle cars.
Oh, yeah.
They like everything from here gets boxed up and shipped over to fucking Japan and
So it's like
China.
any stolen classic car. It's like, oh man,
God.
Like in the South Bay. That's what it was like. Well, if you got an old car and it gets stolen, that thing's on a boat right now headed to Japan. Like, get out of here.
I wonder what they pay these dudes to fucking go steal these cars like that. Like,
I don't know. I think that depends on the car.
Oh shit!
You know, like if you got a good car, you get a better car, more money. I remember one year at Viva when like somebody's Cadillac got stolen from the car show.
No way. From the car show.
Oh yeah, they tightened everything up after that. But someone's car got taken right from the fucking car show.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Can you fucking nerve of these fucking Billies.
You come out the next day ready to party. It's like,
where's my car?
This is just an empty spot where my
That's
car
fucked
was.
up. You know what? I'm going to go back to the wrestling thing. That place felt like it was all like good people around us and shit.
It did.
Real good positive vibe. Like none of like, I don't know. I'm not saying that people wouldn't have stole there. I mean, there were some iffy characters, but
yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like
the best kind of iffy characters.
I know.
You know what was cool about that show is while it was going on, there was like regular people in the bar too that were not there for this show. And one of the guys I was sitting next to goes, I didn't think I liked wrestling. You know, it's like he was there, like, but the show was so good that he was like, I like
I'm
wrestling.
a fan now.
Like, I like wrestling. Like,
now he turns on WWE. This is not
like,
the
this is
same.
not, what the fuck is this?
What the
There's nobody,
fuck?
there's no bars, there's no trash everywhere. What's going on?
If it wasn't for that piece of shit, Joey Ryan, I wish they can actually use the name bar wrestling for that kind of like.
Or maybe they could,
steal it from
pick it up cheap now.
I mean, but it's gonna be tainted with all that other shit.
Sure, but it's not. It's not bar wrestling. Like bar wrestling is like to me signifies that it's wrestling at a bar. Like you're gonna have a ring, you're gonna have all that stuff. That's not what that is. Like
what would you call it?
I mean, Ballroom Blitz is a pretty fucking. Once you see it, it's like, oh yeah, that name makes sense. Like if you don't know what it is going into it, you see it's like, oh yeah, that's for sure the name. That's what happened here for sure.
Or maybe they just Googled the song.
Well, I mean that helps too. You automatically have fucking
a soundtrack to it.
All that. These not dumb people out there doing things. They're figuring stuff out.
You guys can follow them. They're Circle 6.
Circle 6.
They have all kinds of events. There's big things coming in their nearby future for 2023, man. So
and that's gonna include me. I will be there.
We made friends. We rubbed elbows.
And they're gonna tour, go to Texas and stuff. Like that's fucking badass.
Hell yeah. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff.
Come on, I can't think of any ideas. I don't have any ideas.
You should get some ideas.
I don't have any. What do you mean? I should just go at the idea store?
Yeah.
Just go to the idea store and have them serve me up some ideas?
Yeah, you need a fucking idea. Get like 2 of them while you're there.
2 for 1?
Yeah.
I want the 2 for 1 idea special.
2 ideas for the price of 1.
Dude, I don't have. Let's think of an idea right now. Let's think of a life-changing idea right now. Ready, go. What do you got?
Wrestling inside of a bar.
Oh, yeah, with no ring. We should do that. That sounds good. But wrestling in a bar with 2 rings instead. Yeah.
That is gnarly. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas. See, it's hard. Man, it's not easy. What I did, ayahuasca, I saw where ideas come from. I saw.
Wait, you saw where ideas come from?
Yes, because ideas don't belong to any of us. Like an idea comes. Why does an idea pop into your head? Like it's not you. Like you came up like, and it's like a little, like a muse, like a little fucking. I saw like a muse, like a little kind of fairy, and she came and fucking. I saw her like whispering in people's ears. And they were like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "That's how ideas work." Holy shit, bro.
So fairies hit us.
Yeah. They come bring ideas to you because they're not. Their ideas don't belong to anybody. You didn't do anything to get an idea. They're like they're just in the ether. They're just out there fucking floating around, and somehow winds up in your ear, and you're like, oh, that is a good idea. Yeah, but where do those ideas come from? It's a little fairy, a little muse.
I want the fairies around here to throw some ideas out this way, man. Like 2 ideas, 3. Come what the fuck, man? Or at least fill the potholes.
Yeah, they could do that. But so yeah.
Steve, just let us know if there's any giant potholes out there in the Mexico where you're at.
Are you kidding me? He's like, he's begging for Compton. He's like, get me back to Compton right now.
That shit look all dirt. 100%. And I've seen the shit too when they do those marches like that where people actually go like knees.
Yeah.
And fucking they put in work.
There's like a lot of suffering involved in South American Catholicism.
Pay for your penance.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of that. It's pretty,
I mean, I hope they feel that they get what they need.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Do your thing. Good for you. It's that time. It's the time of year where that's what we do.
Maybe for Christmas, you take Steve with you to go ayahuasca.
He could go, man. That's a self journey.
Oh man, he can't go by himself. He had to go one of us.
That's what you go to Colorado.
Oh, the local one. Start off small.
I found the place that I want to go to next.
Is the actual this whole procedure, or I don't know how you properly call it, the ritual? Do they actually charge a lot to kind of from start to finish with that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I mean, it really depends on what you think a lot is. Like the place that I found right now that I'm going to go to next is you stay there for a month, or you can stay for a month. I want to go for at least a month, and it's $1,700 to be there for the month.
Oh, that's not bad. That's like a fucking
yeah. And they feed you and all that stuff. You don't leave, like you're just there, and you do. It's like 9 ceremonies, I think, during the month. I would like to go for multiple months. I would like to go for like 3 months. Like that would be that would be optimal. But so I was doing the math, do my fantasy math. But to be able to like do it and like pay rent and do all stuff, I need like 10 racks.
See, all you need is one fucking ferry to come down.
Tell me, fucking ferries. Tell me how to get $10,000.
Come on, that's all you need.
Tell me how to get $10,000 and
10 racks. That way you can go for 3 months.
Yeah.
I mean, will you be able to at least do the show via your phone from over there?
No internet, no nothing.
Johnny's gonna have to be on hiatus for a little bit.
Dude, I'm fucking trying to go. I want to come back. New thing, man.
I mean, 3 months. What kind of metamorphosis do you see
I
yourself
don't know.
coming back as?
But because so you're this lady, you're at like her house. Like, I mean, it's her. Like, it's not because a lot of the places are owned by outsiders, and they bring in Shipibo, like the local indigenous people that do. They bring those people in to work there to do the ceremony and stuff. This is owned by a lady who's fucking from there, whose grandfather and father were both plant fucking maestros. Like, so this is generational, and you stay at her house, and that just seems way better.
How do you validate that all of this is real? Like, how do you know for a fact that these are like generational things? These are actual shamans. Is there any
this is the question? You know what I mean? Like,
so
this is the question.
Rolling the dice and see what happens.
Yeah. This is the last. So I was just thinking about this the other day. That when you do stuff, because I was thinking about, because I have a bit about getting caught slipping. That's what Los Angeles runs on, is catching fools slipping. Like that's what goes on here. So I'm in Peru. And so I was in there for a couple of days, and they have like people, like tour groups, or we'll take you on a tour. And there's people that just walk by and they're like, "Hey man, you want to go see some stuff? Like, I'll take you." And this is the second time I was there. And the first time, one of the groups went with one of the street dudes, and they had a way better time than we did with like the organized group, with like the official. Our tour cost more and was less fun. And I was like, "Fuck that! I'm just getting one of these street dudes next time," So he comes and I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So he goes, "We've got to rent a boat." I was like, "Yeah, let's go rent a boat." My buddies got a boat. So where we're going is like 40 minutes on this fucking boat. And it's about 20 minutes in to where it's just me and these two dudes out on the Amazon. No one knows where I'm at. No one knows anything. These dudes could have done, like, this is it. I was like, oh shit, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Like, I have put myself in a fucking dangerous spot because, let's say $10,000, just because we already said that number. If these fools kidnapped me, I could for sure raise, if I needed to raise $10,000, like, to get unkidnapped, I'm pretty sure between everybody I know, we could come up with 10 grand to get me unkidnapped.
What do you think the limit would be so we can know? So, like,
shit.
You think 25?
Like 50 sounds like wild. There's no way we're getting 50.
Okay, Johnny,
we're not
raising.
No way we're getting 50.
40?
I don't know. 40 seems still like like 25 seems about the limit.
Okay.
Like for sure 10, maybe 25. Anything after that, I just live in Peru, like until they kill me. But like, and there, who's going to get involved? Like the local authorities are just going to want their cut. That is all that's going to happen. And no one on the U.S. side is going to get involved for that little pissant amount. Like for a $10,000 kidnapping, like go fuck yourself. It's going to cost us more than that to send agents down there. Like, what are you talking about? So that could for sure. And I was like, oh shit, like you have put yourself in danger. But it was fine. Everything was good. But
so were you nervous?
No, but I got like I guess a little bit. I got like hyper aware of, like how's this gonna go down? I want to keep both these dudes in front of me. But I realized I was being.
I guess you have to be cautious.
Well, the time to be cautious was before then. Like if I was fucked, I was fucked. You know what I mean? Like even if I figured it out at that point, there was nothing. Well, I beat up these two dudes, and then what? I'm in the middle of, I don't know where to go.
This turns out to a middle of the scene of fucking Deliverance, or someone's going to be screaming for somebody, Piggy.
Like, we're like in the middle of we're in the middle of nothing. Even if I defeat these two guys, I'm like, all right, cool. So somebody help me. And they're like, what happened? Well, I beat up these two guys. Like, oh, cool. Why? It's like, I don't speak Spanish or indigenous languages. So yeah, so I almost got caught slipping for sure. But then it was super fun, and that was the day that I traded my hat to a naked one-eyed lady.
I don't think I've ever seen Johnny lose his shit like this.
Well, so they take you. One of the places we went to like a little village, you know, like a little indigenous village. And then all the people come. They're like, hey, we got a visitor. And all the people come and they walk around. They do dances. And it's set up for like people, but it's just me. Like, you know, so it's like I'm in like a little performance space, you know. And they're doing it, but it's just me. And they do these fucking dances. They're doing the thing. And then at the end, they come just cover you in jewelry. They just put it on you. And you have to like take it off and be like, no. Like there isn't even an option. So, but I eventually bought some stuff. I bought a bunch of cool stuff. And I didn't have any more money. And the lady, because all the chicks are topless. She's topless. She had one eye. One of her eyes was all fucked up. And she had a mask, this wood mask. And she goes, for my hat. She goes, you want to trade for your hat? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I gave her my hat and I took a picture. And you see her, she has my hat on, her eyes all fucked up. And fucking, I have a mask. I'm fucking big stupid smile on my face, like, ah! It's on Instagram.
Fucking barter and trade right there.
Oh, it was the fucking best. And so I fucking traded my hat to a naked one-eyed lady. It was spectacular.
I mean, she needed the hat to keep out the sun out of the good eye, man. What the fuck?
And now I always think about going back. I want to go back because it's been 6 years, I think. 6 years.
You talk about it like as if you just came back like 6 months ago.
Yeah. It was like 6 years ago. And so I think, like, do they still have that hat? That's what I want to know. Is that naked one-eyed lady?
Either she cherished it forever, still repping LA.
Oh, no, she had. I mean, there's no way. I mean, it was. Because there's not. Even the people that were there, because there's plenty of, like, tourists there, but it's not like. Dude, it's not people like us. That's not who's down there at all.
Or maybe she traded for something else.
Okay, go there. Go down. That's Thailand. Go. There. Okay. Nope. That's the first time. Go back. This. Nope. It's. Hold on. No. Okay, we're there. It's in. Where does that go a little more? No, I don't know. That's Thailand. So that was before. Oh, it was before that.
I don't know. You guys can follow that dude Johnny C's on Instagram.
It's in there fucking somewhere, man. It was way after that. But yeah, so she's had a naked one-eyed lady. Look, those pictures are hilarious, dude. I'm fucking good at Instagram. I should do it more. That's Minnesota.
See, that's a little idea.
Me and the Macho Man Randy Savage.
There's a lot of
Look, there's my family when I was a little kid.
Where? Right there. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Are you the smallest baby?
No,
here?
that's me right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm the oldest. It was just my parents' 40th wedding anniversary.
Right then and there?
No, now.
Okay. I'm about to say, like, holy
week.
shit, man, they look good right there. Holy fuck. That stash on your dad, though?
He still got that shit.
Woo.
I've never seen him without it, I don't
No
think.
way. Is he a biker too?
No.
No, okay. Just like fucking
It's just a mustache man.
Mustache man. Can't grow him. Well, actually I can, but
You know
too
what?
much work.
It's such a bummer. Like, I wish I had a fuller beard, but I don't. I have like an old Asian man fucking facial hair.
I hate that it gets in all my ramen and ice cream, so I don't like that it gets into everything. So I'd rather not have it.
I've never had to get into anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Then I don't know how to eat. I eat like a fucking animal. Then
yeah, you're
gets all over the fucking
maniac,
place, man.
Dude. What are you talking about? Just put
all over the place.
Just put the food in your mouth.
I know we're supposed to be having some food soon. I think we're supposed to be doing that tamale challenge.
Yeah, we were gonna do it next week, but I gotta leave, so I don't want to do it next week.
The week after? Or was there a show the week after? All right, cool.
But you know what I mean? Like, that's like, I don't want to. If we're gonna have guests and eat food, I don't want to be like, all right, sorry guys, I gotta fucking go right now.
That's right. You got the comedy thing right after. You gonna make it in time?
You know, they're gonna fucking. They're gonna wait for the talent. I'm not the only person on there, so I mean, even if they have to go with somebody else, you know.
We have to all rush right over there.
Yeah, you listen in the car, you know.
Listen on the
Can
radio.
you listen in the car?
Yeah.
What's in the car? YouTube's is in the car.
You put whatever it is on your phone. You put that shit in your car.
You just listen to it. I meant like apps. I don't know how any of it works. I only watch Twitch on my laptop, and only sometimes.
I mean, you can get that on your phone. There's an
I
app
know,
for
but I just
everything.
never done. Yeah.
Stupid technology taking over the fucking world, and
But technology has always taken over the world. It's just now it's like we recognize it as this thing called technology. But
they're making it affordable for everyone with the free Obama phones.
those phones suck.
Do you still have access to the internet?
I don't know.
No.
I have no idea. I've just seen it because we would have to, when we were doing stuff downtown, a lot of the homeless dudes that we dealt with that's the phones they have, but they can't do nothing. Oh, you should be able to do that. And they couldn't do any of it.
Fuck, just call 911.
No, but it was like for services and stuff. Well, you just have to have this app or, scan this QR code. And they're like, you should be able to do it with your phone, but none of the phones could do it. And it's like, this is government bureaucracy at its fucking best.
We gave you the free shit, but it doesn't work for anything.
Right. Like, and then we invented all these things that you could do with it, but it turns out these things aren't compatible. So fucking sorry.
That's fucking jacked up.
It's fucking stupid.
And why spend so much money? Because all that shit costs fucking some serious money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That someone's paying for. Taxes.
Somewhere out there getting paid. What did Zach Rabbit Lopez say?
Zach Rabbit
Let me
said.
see this. Let me see this chat right here. What
Thank-
does that mean?
Thanks for the invite.
Oh yeah, that is what that means. He's probably talking about wrestling that we didn't invite him to. Yeah, man, it was like cool people only. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Zach. You're all right. Your mom thinks you're cool, Zach.
That's what a friend of mine, this girl messaged me on Instagram when I posted this video. She was like, everybody I know is there. She was like, how did I not know about this? And I was like, you're not cool enough for wrestling. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They would have told you if it was like,
Still talking about cool for wrestling and this whole resurgence. I don't know if you saw, but they're making a movie with
the Iron Claw movie.
No, not that one. There's another one now after that with the Lucha Vavoom. Why can't I remember that?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
The Lucha Vavoom.
The flamboyant one, the bad guy. Chris. I can't remember the name.
Dirty Sanchez.
No, not Dirty Sanchez. Well, there's another wrestling character that's been around for a long time.
The Mexican lady, the one who dresses like a chick with a big mole.
No, not that one. No, there was another character on there.
Dr. Moldad.
Jesus Christ, no. But they're getting their own kind of like documentary,
chickens.
like movie-ish too. So that's really
movie
cool.
About the chickens?
No, not about the chickens.
They should make a movie about the chickens.
They should make a movie about the chickens.
But like a kayfabe movie where it's like about them,
like starring them in like in
being
shenanigans.
Chickens. Like yeah. They're like at the farm doing stuff, getting in fights with the other chickens,
fucking them up like some wrestling matches.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, you guys are not chickens for the farm. You guys are chickens for Hollywood. You gotta go be wrestlers. Like, are they? Because in my mind, those are chickens. That's not like dudes in chicken costumes. Like, those are chickens.
Johnny, did you just get an idea from the little fucking fairy?
Oh my God! She came and whispered in my ear. She was like a chicken movie.
Write that shit up, man. I already heard the premise of the plot, the whole fucking thing, the first action sequence of them fucking finding out.
Yeah,
they were tag
born
team
chickens. They're chicken brothers, and now they're crazy.
The Chicken Brothers.
They're crazy. How they started out just like as regular chickens, but then they ate radioactive pizza. Now we're stealing from the Ninja Turtles, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we're taking from all the hits.
Right. Everything that made everything cool.
And they were like people, kind of, but professional wrestlers. And they have to go off to the big city to fucking make their dreams come true to save the farm because the farmer is losing the farm.
Of course,
and,
of course they are.
And the chickens are gonna have no place to live. So now the crazy chickens have to go into the world. I've seen worse movies than this. And so now the chickens have to go to the big city and become wrestlers, and also play their hit song. This becomes a radio hit. The Crazy Chicken song. Dun, 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 dun. They throw a big rave, at the farm to help, and fucking Turbo and Ozone come, and
I already want to buy tickets for this. Like, it sounds fucking amazing. This is the greatest fucking backstory.
This is better than whatever movie you were gonna tell me about, even though I still want to know. You remember yet?
I'm still captivated by the story. I lived through that whole fucking emotion. Like, god damn, the chickens have been through some fucking crazy
They've been through
shit.
some times, man.
Damn.
Like, they ate the pizza, and they're like, oh, how come our brain is so much bigger now? And they were like, are we people chickens or are we chicken people? But they still don't. They don't know. That's like the arc of the movie, is them figuring out if they're chicken people or people chicken.
I mean, the question of life.
Right.
The question of life.
Are you a people chicken or a chicken people? That is the question for life. Are you showing me what it's gonna be? Cassandra.
There you go, Cassandra.
Oh, yeah. I know who that is. Cassandra.
So even like an independent character like that, getting their own spotlight.
Sure.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know how big this movie's gonna be. Hopefully, it showcases the best life of everything on there. But I mean, still, that's fucking rad.
And then fucking Zac Efron is gonna be in a wrestling movie about the Von fucking Erics and the Iron Claw.
That is for all the wrestling fans. I mean, obviously, all the 70s, 80s. You know what's up.
Yeah. They put the Von Erics. So the dad in the 40s wrestled as a bad guy. Fritz Von Erich, he's a fucking Nazi. So he's a Nazi bad guy. But then he eventually became a good guy in Texas. And then he had a bunch of kids, a bunch of sons, and all of them became wrestlers. And they had their own promotion, World Class Championship Wrestling, that the dad owned, that pushed all his sons as the stars. And I can't remember how many Von Erich boys there are, 4 or 5, whatever. But but all of them died except for one through suicide and terrible accidents and all kinds of wild shit.
The whole family's cursed.
Yeah, the Von Erich fucking curse. And now there's one dude left, Kevin Von Erich, who's probably the best one. And it was so sad. He said, I did a documentary about it. He was like, I used to have 5, I think it's 5. Well, I used to have 5 brothers. Now I'm not even a brother. And it was like, God damn.
Oh, that was on the Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I watched that episode. That shit was dark.
I'm not even a brother anymore. It's like, motherfucker. So it's going to be a movie about that family.
MJF's going to be a part of that.
But Lance Von Erich was the fake Von Erich. And Zac Efron is so buff. He's bigger than any of the Von Erichs ever were. Like, only one of them was kind of built, and he's not playing him. He's playing Kevin, which was like a barefoot skinny guy. He's not like... Zac Efron looks like Scott Steiner in the 1990s. Like,
oh, shit, I haven't seen pictures of him.
Jacked with a fucking stupid haircut. But he's got that big HGH wrestler gut. It's pretty wild. Yeah, dude, just look Zac Efron wrestling, and a weird picture of him will come up.
What the fuck? Well, wrestling's becoming cool. I mean, it was always cool, but now more than ever, it's going to be that shit in the fucking mainstream. Steve, you checking out any wrestling between the marches out there?
I would love that. That's next, right? Going to Mexico City. I would love to go see a big show in Mexico City.
When I went, I wasn't into wrestling at that moment in my life, but I'm so bummed that I went to like the mecca of that stuff and didn't get a chance to catch any wrestling matches. But I mean, I have friends that have gone out there to show me pictures, and it looks fucking just.
And they run multiple nights a week.
Yeah.
And then like Saturday's the big show or whatever. Like
I'm down to go back.
It's fucking far.
Plus cheap. You know what? It's only a 5-hour flight, dude. It's like going to fucking.
How long a flight is it from TJ?
Why would you? What? We just fly out of LAX, man.
Isn't it cheap?
Yeah, dude, you're way more Mexican than I am. Fuck.
I heard about it, yeah. That's how Steve said he would do it. He would drive the TJ and fly TJ to Mexico City.
What the fuck? The money that you think that you would save, you're better off flying out of fucking...
look, I agree too. I'm just going by what Steve said.
No, I mean, we can be like regular people and fly out of fucking LAX regular for 5 hours, show up to Mexico City, and then come back home to LAX. Sure. Yes. Not this whole fucking other... You need to go on a quest before you go on vacation.
Yeah,
no,
get in the country and then fly.
No. I mean, I don't get why people want to leave their cars fucking parked in the parking lot anyway.
Look at, You're the expert on going to Mexico, man.
I'm just saying. I mean, it sucks when you're the person that has to go drop. Oh, like, hey, would you drop me off in TJ? Like, fuck. Cool, that's a 2-hour drive there, 2-hour drive back.
Yeah, who do you have to ask? I don't have anybody to say, hey, let's drive 3 hours to TJ, and then you drive back by yourself while I go watch wrestling in Mexico. Like, I don't get out of here. That either that person is coming or yeah. There's no way. There's no way. And if someone asked me, I would kill him. Like, we're so, like, there's no getting back. If you think this is okay, we're at the end. Like, there's no, like, how dare you? Now I have to kill you because you fucked up. You shouldn't ask people things like that. Are you crazy?
Family do that shit all the time.
Oh, man. No, get out of here. Get out of here. That's... you asking to a ride to another country? That's what you're telling me right now? You need a ride to another country. No.
To take a fucking plane ride.
Right,
to go
inside
further.
that country.
Yeah.
No. Now I'm not even going to give you a ride to LAX. You get a ride nowhere.
Like, honest to God, dude, like, the money you're saving, I don't even, like, I remember doing the math once. I'm like, that's fucking dumb.
Oh, Steve said I just assumed. I was like, that has to be right.
Nah, especially with, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's good, plane companies, Volares or whatever. I don't know. I'm very weary. I think their practices are a little bit different standards.
I like that.
So I like flying where people speak.
You're such a racist.
I am. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that fucking whatever it is that's going down here, I can get a fucking flight from LAX to go there.
It was when going to Peru and to Thailand, I dealt with crews that really didn't speak English. Like the flight crews were speaking Spanish or I flew on Chinese airline. They're speaking fucking Chinese. And it's crazy to be in other people's position because there's people in that position here all the time that don't speak English that are just trying to like fucking manage their way through it. And I'm just like fucking in Chinese. I have no idea. I'm for sure going by hand gestures and what they're trying to like. I don't understand any of the words.
You didn't have your phone back then? They had translators?
No, that's a good idea.
What the fuck?
Yeah, now you can do that. I don't think they had that then.
Oh, okay.
Or they did, but it was like only in certain areas because I was all excited about it, but they didn't have it.
Nah. Yeah, I think there's even like buds that you can put on like as people are talking to you. It's like translating like instantly.
Dude, the future is fucking
fucking now.
Dude, the
We're about to be cyborgs like fucking Star Trek.
Yeah, that's it.
Because that's the only way.
Because the only way we survive AI is to become a part of it as it develops. If it develops outside of us, it's just gonna pass us and leave us behind, and we're gonna be assholes. But if we're like, no, it's us, like we gotta get next to it.
We're gonna get fucked by robots.
Yeah, like it's over.
Starlink all over again. They're taking over.
We are in the end times, my friend. Like it is civilization as we understand it will be over very soon. Whether it be from robots or a complete collapse of our financial system,
crypto,
like all of these things. Whether China comes over and takes over the world again, because they've just been this civilization has been around. Same thing with Iran. These places have been around for thousands and thousands of years. And then the U.S. came for like the last 250, trying to swing our dicks around, like, look at us. And all these other countries have just been covering up, like, all right, while we fucking swing and swing and swing. And now, like, our arms are tired at our side. And China's like, all right, my turn. And now, like, it's over. It's over. It's over. And the most dominant civilizations, empires, last around 250 years. That's right where we're at right now. Like,
damn, Johnny.
It's true. It's done.
Well,
it was a good run. Hope you enjoyed it.
Live it up, guys.
Pretty soon, a loaf of bread will cost $50,000. So,
wow. Can't even afford crypto. Shit.
The good news is, whatever debt you have will be pennies very soon because
be wiped clean, guys.
Like it's gonna be it's like you owe $50,000. It's like, all right, well, gas is $20,000 a gallon. Like, what does it fucking matter that I have $50,000 in debt? That's nothing. It's coming.
No bummer, man.
It's coming, man.
But before then, don't forget, guys, next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Flights.
I'll be talking bad about the police and
Are you gonna do a chicken dance?
who knows what else I'll say. I'm gonna start telling me. I was like, look, this is the song you play when I come on stage.
That should be your
Just
fun.
fucking
That'd be
chickens,
no.
yes.
No one will know what the
start-
fuck. Like what is going
bouncing
on?
around on the ground.
That's gonna take a lot of practice to fucking learn how to bounce on your ass.
Get out of here! I've been learning how to bounce on my ass. They used to call me Ass Bounce McGee, man. Don't you worry about me.
I want to see Johnny get up and get down live next Tuesday, guys, 9:15 p.m. Be there, be square. Free to get in, or you gotta pay admission?
No,
or
it's
anything?
free to get in.
Free to get, guys. Free fucking show to come get some fucking laughs with your boy John. That dude Johnny C.
That's right.
In flights.
Come on now.
Down the street from his fucking school. We're here live every Tuesday night. No Steve
of them.
tonight. He's out there in March and Parade, and he will be here, I think, soon, next
He's
week.
going to get us the blessings of Guadalupe, man.
He needs the blessings of Guadalupe.
Us too. So he'll be back. Yes, next week.
More righteous and holy than ever. He's going to be ultimate level of righteousness.
Yes.
I can't wait for it.
That's next week. Tune in.
That was a wink, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Just
It's
making
next
sure.
week. Come on in.
Like, subscribe, guys. We're on the
All of them.
Yeah.
Facebook. Instagram.
No.
It's not on Instagram though. We are, but the show is not.
Thanks, Johnny.
I was just saying.
Everywhere you get your podcast,
Twitch.
guys. Spotify, Apple Music, Google Cast.
We're in the metaverse.
We're in the verse, guys.
We're
Get
not.
that shit.
We'll be there though.
We'll
I'll meet you there in the metaverse.
Johnny knows how to get there to the
know.
astro
I
plane.
don't know how to get. Yeah, no, that I knew how to get to.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Goodbye.
We
See
out.
you later.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Poplock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop up.